Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for clicking part number 2 of the Bravo Necker 2 with scales. Not Necker 2, Necker 1. Bravo Necker 1. The 2's out now. It's got a little bit. I think the handle's a little longer, but I know the blade's longer. So, Azula 1 versus Bravo Necker 1. This is part number 2. If you haven't watched the first, I invite you to go check the first one out. Alright, so we were just talking about cutting ability and grinds. So I just got done explaining how I like the satin finish over this Duracoat, truck coat, whatever kind of coating you want to call this. I'm not sure what they call it. Like a powder coat, I guess. I'm not sure. Holds up pretty well, but it does add a little bit of drag. But it does protect your 1095, so I understand why it's there. But all out cutting, this one does a little better. Alright, so next would be grinds. You got full flat on the Azula versus full convex. And you could almost say this is a zero ground convex. Full convex, like right all the way to the edge. There's no micro bevel. You might be able to see a little one that I've started when I touch it up. Instead of stropping on, what's that, a mouse pad and sandpaper, I've been using my stones and just kind of rounding. I don't know, maybe I could show you that sharpening technique. I don't know, kind of semi freehand sharpen it and rolling it into like a convex V edge, if that makes sense. When you freehand, naturally your edge is never flat because you cannot keep the same exact angle. So the angle's constantly changing a little bit, and if you do your last few strokes up, I don't know. That honestly could be a whole nother video. Sharpen convex on stones. It's possible. Just kind of an advanced technique. So, alright. This cuts better, this convex zero ground edge, than this full flat. Full flat, great, but, if I was going to go cut cardboard up all day, I wouldn't grab either one of these knives, but if I had to do it with one of these knives, I would pick this for cutting ability over this. And steel. I really like both of these steels, so for me that's not an issue. I really love 1095. Essie knows exactly what they're doing with their heat treat on the 1095. And it's just a wonderful, very tough steel that they use in all their fixed blades. And the Azula is no different. Just great. And Bark River knows what they're doing with this 12C27 steel. I honestly felt like it was pretty much like a VG10. I don't know anything about this steel. I don't know specs, don't know if it's a powdered steel or not. But to me, when I sharpened it, it felt like it had a very fine grain, much like VG10, and would take a very sharp edge. Hold it pretty well, but, it's not no S90V or M4 or anything like that. So that's it, guys. I do like the Azula over the Bravo Necker. Only because this little hump on the handle, with the scales or not, that little hump kind of digs into your pinky. You can go 3-finger knife and kind of let your pinky hang off the back, kind of avoid it. Or you can maybe even take sandpaper and round this off, but then you have an ugly shiny spot here. I don't know. I could see myself trading this over trading, keeping this one. Even with the paracord handle here. And I was going to get the little bikini scales for this guy, but I honestly like the paracord wrap that I have here. Very minimal, and very grippy, and very cheap and easy to change. If I ever rewrap it, I'll go ahead and wrap it on camera, because there might be some wrap like this on YouTube. I know there's a bunch of different Azula wraps, but I just kind of like it. I don't have all that, the paracord crisscrossing back and forth between the handle. Very grippy. Good job. Good job for the Bark River 2. This is a nice knife, but overall I do like this one a little better. That's it, guys. Thank you for hanging out for part number 2. Keep your eye out in the next week or so, maybe in the next few days. I will get these aftermarket sharpshooter leather sheath reviews out, and they fit both of these knives. So if you're interested, these are the sheaths that I'm using for these. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for all the support, all the comments, ratings, subscriptions, not subscriptions, just anything. Just thank you for hanging out with me. See you guys. Have a good one.